my team? What is up? What is up? What is up? Welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. What is up, my team? Good to see everybody back. Oh, my goodness. I don't know if you got the news, but we actually got the ETH, right? The Ethereum ETF. It's been approved, guys. It actually is trading. I wonder if that's where the market felt a little bit weird today. But what is up, my team? Good to see everybody. Please go ahead and throw those A's in the chat right away. Go ahead and throw those A's in the chat immediately so that I know that you are listening to my voice come through to your ears. What is up, my family? Welcome back. Hello, 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 hello. Guys, I know. We had a bit of a tough day today, but I got to show you something, okay? It's not something that you're thinking like, oh, my goodness, you know what? It's the end of the world because GME and AMC fell, right? Guys, it's not the end of the world. It's just the natural ebb and flow of the markets. Guys, if you're not following your broader markets, you're not going to be able to see what actually happened overall, right? So I'm going to just go ahead and open up here the SPY, right? Just so that you can see what the S&P 500 looks like today. And then you could go ahead and make your judgment based on what that price action looks like. Okay, so let's go ahead and just flip over the screen over here so that you can see on the left-hand side right here. This is my left-hand side of the screen, right? So this is the SPY, guys. Come on, pre-market hitting 534. Look at that. Bam, 531. Huge drop, 529. All the way down to 524. Guys, that is a 10-point drop on the S&P. That is not a joke, right? The broader markets are absolutely weak. Let's go ahead and show you another perspective here, and I want to describe to you exactly how bloody the market is. Tickers like AMC and GME are definitely not going to survive things like this, right? So let's just go ahead and pull up the heat map here so that you can see overall how the broader market looks. Guys, take a look at that. I mean, it's a little funny to actually see NVIDIA at the bottom left carrying the weight of the world right there, right? It's absolutely insane. Guys, look at the finance sector, right? We are talking about a 98% blood red color inside of that sector, guys. This is the biggest, deepest red I have seen in a long time. Consumer non-durables also at a 98% red. Guys, take a look at utilities, right? Completely in the red, engulfed. Guys, this is absolutely insane. All tech is red. Guys, very little tickers are surviving this right now. You're going to notice that the sentiment overall is going to start dropping just a little bit, right? Nobody is impervious to this, guys, except for apparently NVIDIA, because, of course, they just had a massive trifecta yesterday, right? They're announcing their stock split. They're getting their earnings beat, right? They beat the $1,000 mark. They hit pretty much $57, 56 bucks shy of $1,100 today. Guys, that's absolutely amazing for the semiconductors, right? But everything else was just, this is kind of proof to show you that everything else was just a little too frothy, right? We were speaking about this froth yesterday. We were talking about staying away from trading the broader markets right here because they were way too overbought. Things were absolutely too top-ish, right? Too blow-off top-ish, right? So that's kind of what we got today, right? The only difference is that we gapped up like crazy in the broader markets and then everything absolutely fell. But guys, when you're noticing things like this on your heat maps here, you're not going to have tickers like AMC, GME. You know, you're not going to have those Mullins. You're not going to have any of those. None of those are going to survive this kind of red. All right, you guys, it's very difficult for us to see those tickers actually survive to the upside. But what I can tell you is that we had about an 85%, maybe even a 90% accuracy in reading the price action here for AMC regarding our analysis from just yesterday. You guys, we were talking about yesterday not relinquishing our targets of $5.25. We, in fact, made a run today into reaching the top bound of $5.23 in the post-market, guys. That was just yesterday. Got notes right here. We ended up reaching the $5.18 corrected, guys. Sorry about that. So $5.18 from the $5.25 we were looking at yesterday, guys. We were able to notice we were able to realize that top side, right? So we came in very short from that top side target. There's no way we could have seen the markets just completely sell off. But there is a guy that I want you guys to start watching, right? There is this I forgot his name, but you know what? One of my DJ, are you in here, buddy? If you are, please go ahead and post that link for the video for this YouTuber, right? Explaining explaining how they're using the swaps for a I don't even know, right? It's called an XRT share or some shit like that, right? For the GME, and apparently every there's actually a tailwind for every OPEX, right? So this was explained by my analyst DJ, or given to us as a link. I'm gonna go ahead and give you his YouTube, right, so that you can watch these videos here, and you're gonna get a lot of explaining of what is actually happening in the background, right? A lot of people were asking me, you know what, how is GME being suppressed inside of that chop box, right, before we actually fell down here and broke the inflection of 1894? We were stuck in this area here for such a long time, right? So that question came up a lot. So why is that actually, right? So my only explanation was that there's ways for you to manipulate a market. You can for example, into the supply, you can dump an X amount of long puts in order for you to prop the market up, right? You can dump an X amount of long calls to prep the market to decline the market, right? So there are ways to suppress price action when you're dealing with naked options contracts or whatever it is, right? It's all good. No, it's just there are ways to do it. But this guy found a reason for there to actually be a lawsuit applied. And I immediately grew curious here. So I'm going to share that link with you right here in the chat for YouTube, right? Go ahead and take a look at this guy here. His name is Richard Newton, right? And I know a lot of you are watching him already. So the latest video that he put up today, I think he put it up at around, I'd say around 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, right? So when he released that, he was saying at the very beginning that because there's a tailwind at OPEX, which is your major options expiries, that we should probably reconsider purchasing long GME at least until this is over. So there is something to do with about a 34-day lag within this type of drop that has been done historically for the last, I think, 12 plus years within the GME asset, and he believes there to be a reason to open up a suit against this, right? Again, guys, it's not me saying this information. I support what he shows. He's a very intelligent guy. Please do me a favor and watch his videos, right? I'll go ahead and I'll share it here in the Discord chat as well for those of you who are curious. But yeah, that's Richard Newton giving us that information. There we go. That's the video right there. Thank you guys so much. Smoke. That was the one, right? Let me go ahead and give you guys here. Smokescreen just gave us the link for today's. So I'm going to go ahead and share it here with the YouTube. Here you go, guys. This is the link. I want you to watch that, right, so that you could see what's happening in the background, because, yes, there is apparently through a type of, I don't know if it's a share, actually, but they are suppressing the price using some type of instrument there, guys. I'm going to watch it again. I'm going to try to understand it myself. I'm going to talk to some of the knowledgeable guys inside of the Discord that we have, and we're going to find out exactly what that means, at least to kind of explain it into easier terms for retail, right? So go ahead and watch that video. And for those of you who are in here right now, please do me a favor, watch it. And if you have further information on it, please don't hesitate to share it here in the chat and see what's up, right? But yes, going deep dive here, there is a potential something here that's holding price back from GME, as we noticed that there were huge buy orders in the millions and millions and millions of dollars that were just completely ignored in price action. Price action didn't even bleep. There was no, or blip, right? There was absolutely no give to the price action when those big buy orders came in, right? But again, yeah, you guys. So in respect to price action declining here today, we were able to meet some of our upside targets even on GME today, right? This was done by the pre-market end, which was just around here, right? We were looking at that resistance range of 2185. We came up just shy of that target at 2182, right? So just a couple ticks away from that, and ended up just getting the downside here and continued, right? We were speaking of this regression yesterday, and it was very curious to see that go into fruition again. But please, guys, please be careful in the financial markets right now. They're absolutely bloody. For those of you who are just coming in right now, take a look at your heat map, right? This is what the heat map is looking right now. And also, guys, I'm gonna ask you for a favor. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're going to go ahead and try to get over these rough times together, right? But all it takes is for us to make sure to pay attention during these tough times, right? Because you're going to notice in the viewership, you're going to notice in a lot of the sentiment around Twitter X, around stock twits, Reddit, whatever it is, Wall Street Bets. You're going to notice it here on YouTube. You're going to notice a decline in viewership. You're going to notice a decline in sentiment. It's okay. That happens, guys. But I will tell you that the best traders, the ones that are absolutely attentive, the ones that want to stay on top of their game, are the ones that are here on the toughest days. Okay, you guys, make sure to be present. Make sure to understand what's happening in the broader markets. Let's share the information that we have and move on further and further. I got you into technicals. I got you into statistics. So let's make sure to stick together on that and continue observing the broader markets together, guys. So let's go ahead and start off here with the ticker symbol AMC and see what's up with the price action, right? So just like I said earlier today, guys, we ended up getting a little bit of a bump to the upside right here, right? Starting from the pre-market, huge dip, right? Started accumulating. Then we started noticing the very, very shaky candles up on top, right? We were talking about this just yesterday. As soon as you start reaching the top end of your targets, go ahead and take a look at your immediate short-term time frames. Start looking at your position exit, right? Based on those, the size of the wicks to the upside, right? Notice how they started getting really wicky here, right? As soon as you start noticing that, guys, pull out of the markets, get the hell out. Do not stay in there, right? Or else you're going to be caught in the end of the wrong end of the bag right there, right, guys? So we started noticing the wicks coming in at a 2-minute, 3-minute, large wicks to the upside. So we pulled profits right in that area there, guys. Risk off completely, and price action started to decline. Came up to try to combat that 518 again, could not do it. The broader markets were already feeling a little bit of that weight, right? So that's the exact moment here, guys, right up in here when the SPY, the S&P 500 and everything else started dipping out. At that very moment is when everything started collapsing alongside the broader markets too. Okay, the only thing that really survived today was NVIDIA, and that's because of their fundamental beat, and that's because of what they're going through at the current moment, okay? That's them, all right? So that is not strong enough to keep the market entirely up. Not against tyrants not against big whales like Apple, right? You're looking at around 4% the tech sector with Apple, and you're looking at Microsoft declining. Those two tickers alone, guys, those two alone can bring down the entire walls of the market together, all right, guys? So please be very careful the way that we proceed from here, but there could be further distribution into tomorrow and also into, let's see, what day is it going to be, right? Friday into Monday. Yeah, guys, you know what? Even this, just to give you guys a little bit of more information as to what happens statistically, 72% of the time, Bitcoin faces a red day on Thursdays. So today is a Thursday. Bitcoin has been struggling, right? You've been noticing that it's been pushing towards that downside despite the fact that you're getting the Ethereum approval for the ETF, guys. So all of that, you're talking about broader market. I'm talking worldwide type of downside, right? So it feels like that because our entire structure is dropping, including the crypto space. So whoever is long on crypto, they're risking off, right? Whoever's long the broader markets here on the top, in the top tier stocks, your mags and also your ETFs, they're risking off. So it's going to be a short seller's realm. It's going to be a bear's realm. So you also have to pay attention to the broader markets when you are trading. Okay, you guys, make sure to keep your S&P up, keep your Qs up, right? The triple Qs for the NASDAQ. Make sure to keep your ES up, right? For your S&P 500 E-mini futures contracts. Keep those things up. Keep the Dow up, right? Keep the DXY. Make sure to see how the DXY is behaving. Let's go ahead and actually see that right now. We want to see what the DXY did during today's sell, because if the DXY is massively to the upside, that's usually usually what happens, guys. That's the inverse play for the broader markets, right? So let's look at the dollar value right now. And yeah, take a look at this 5-minute time frame, guys, dropping here to 104, ripping all the way up there to a 105.11. Guys, that's absolute upside here on the dollar value. That usually shows that there is inversion to the broader market. So you're going to get upside DXY, you're going to get upside volatility. So let's look at the VIX, right? Here's the VIX. Right, massive upside here in the 5-minute time frame. All of this upside is happening while the broader markets are declining, okay, you guys? So these are your indicators, okay? Make sure to use your dollar value. Make sure to use your VIX for volatility. Even though it feels a little bit off sometimes, it still shows us some hold on just a sec, guys. Sorry about that. It still shows us some consistency here, right? It's a little bit off, but it doesn't have to be perfect. But yes, the dollar value and VIX were going up. Naturally, guys, risk-on assets are going to face their downside. They're going to face their tribulation. See that? Look at it. Look at it, okay? You know what? I'm going to do this for you. Let me just go ahead and block the visibility here from the drawings. And with this fall on GME, something as small as GME, let's just go ahead and compare it here to the DXY and apply it here to a new price scale. So take a look at the DXY and see how it's behaving against the GME asset, you guys, okay? So I'm going to put this on candles just so that you can see it a little bit clearer. Here you go. These are the candles here for the DXY dollar value. Take a look at that. At exactly the same moment that we started ripping on the dollar value, that's the exact moment that you started getting decline here on GME. Incredible stuff, right? Look at that. You're looking at it looks like a mirror-like image right here, right? Complete carbon copy opposites, right? This is exactly why we need to pay attention to the broader markets. We need to pay attention to things that inverse the broader markets, okay, you guys? When you have the upside happening on DXY, when you have the upside happening on VIX, that usually means risk off on your traditional assets, okay, you guys? Risk off, risk off. All right, so now that we know that the broader markets were actually responsible for the downside on this and potential price manipulation or suppression happening within GME, it just so happens that it was timed exactly right to this decline, right? So it's like somebody always knows something type of deal, right? So now that we know that it's completely in the hands of the broader markets, we need to understand when the broader markets could be facing their resistance so that we can observe a potential recovery for the risk-on assets, for the traditional equities, right? This is an area for bears. So that's right. Off-Grid Gorilla is on the chat saying risk on puts. Yes, guys, you can go ahead and long puts in these situations with confirmation, with a good thesis, with a good system. You would go ahead and risk on long puts or short calls, right? So if you go ahead and short the call, that means that you may be able to get a recovery to the upside right on your portfolio. So make sure to get creative in the broader markets, guys. As I'm telling you about this, these are things that I already teach my master students, okay, you guys? So I'm going to give that invite to you one more time. Make sure to send me an email at ArcMastersCourse@gmail.com so that you can get yourself involved in the Beginners Traders course. I have a 4 to 5 week mentorship program going on right now for the beginners, right? So make sure to get in right now because enrollment is going to be closing very soon and all the seats are starting to get filled. So make sure to get in touch with me right away so you can reserve your seat today before it's too late. The classes are going to be starting. Lectures are going to be starting here in about maybe 2-3 weeks. So make sure to get in touch with me right away for that, okay, you guys? So let's continue on the analysis here. Like I was saying, now that we know that we have upside the VIX, upside dollar value, upside the volatility, right? That usually shows that there is risk off on traditional assets. Let's go ahead and prove that with the AMC asset as well. Okay, let's get rid of the drawings here and add the DXY here on a new price scale as well. And what do you know? Take a look at the price action here compared to the dollar value. Guys, we have to, it's not just about one ticker here, okay? I want to make sure that you guys are aware how to trade the financial markets, how to observe them, because if you're not aware of all these tricks, then you're going to get your ass handed to you, right? We can't do that. We need to be completely aggressive traders. We need to be consistent, and more so, we need to be we need to be open-minded, okay? yes, the sentiment is positive for the tickers, but that doesn't mean that the broader markets, that they're impervious to the broader market movement, all right, you guys? That is currently what I want you to understand. You're observing here the Dixie, right? That's your dollar value, and this down here, that is your AMC asset. Notice at the moment, right, it started ripping up on dollar value, that the AMC asset dropped, okay? So yes, that shows us that there's a clear inversion from the broader markets, and that's your indicator to tell you, okay? You guys keep those secrets in line. Make sure to write them down. Keep them on your watch list, right? Because if you start noticing green on the Dixie and your VIX, you're going to notice here that risk-on assets are going to start, showing red. They're going to tick red and tick red and tick red. Okay? Keep your eyes on things like this because you'll be happy you did. Guys, just in case, and I'll give you something else. I'll give you a little bit something else. Just in case you are thinking to yourself, you know what, but I don't feel like I want to short the market, right? Because we're noticing here that the SPY declined with AMC and GME. And you're thinking to yourself, I don't want to short the market because I don't believe in shorting. Well, that's cool. That's okay. That's why you have different instruments in the market for you to be able to utilize to your advantage. And what do I mean by that? Well, for example, the Qs, right? The NASDAQ going up just like it did with the SPY. You can go ahead and click on tickers right here, like the SQQQ, and you'll be able to notice that this ticker is actually, I'm sorry, guys, hold on just a sec. Let me just go ahead and click on the right one. There you go. Notice what the SQQQ is doing. So if you're able to know the tricks around the market, you would have already known that you're at support and you're going to rally this thing all the way up the entire day, right? You guys know the markets for yourself. Wait. You just said that the SPY was going down. Arca, you just said that this. What about, why are you showing me the NASDAQ? Well, if you want to take a look at the S&P 500, sure. Why don't we take a look at the SPXU? Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Take a look at that. The SPXU, Ultra Pro Short, S&P 500 inverse, right? We'll go ahead and get that upside while the entire market bleeds. We're buying long here, right? And look at the valuation of this right here, $32, right? Let's go back to the SQQQ and see what that looks like, right? This is the Ultra Pro Short Pro shares for the NASDAQ. Look at that, $9.87. Guys, there's no excuse in the markets, right? There are ways for us to be able to get long the market when the markets are declining. When everything is diving down hard, there are tricks and there are ways in the market for us to get long anyway in case you're not a short bias trader. Which, by the way, I wouldn't suggest for any beginner trader to try right now, okay? I wouldn't want you diving into margin. I don't want you diving into opening up a 25,000 plus cash account in order for you to go marginless for short. Guys, no. There are ways to do it in the market outside of the traditional short way, okay, you guys? This is why I'm here. This is why I'm here to show you the strategies, right? I want to make sure to show you that I'm completely transparent. I'll give you the tricks. I'll give you the secrets. I'll give you whatever you want, and I'll show you how to navigate the markets even through tribulation. Let's go ahead and just zoom out of this. Let's put it on the daily time frame here and compare it to the actual NASDAQ ticker. We're going to go ahead and pull up the QQQ, which is the NASDAQ, right? The NASDAQ ETF. So let's go ahead and compare it here so that you can see for yourself how the inversion works. QQQ, let's do a new price scale here and take a look at that relationship between both of the assets, right? Look at that. It is a complete perfect inversion entirely. So this is why you got to know the tricks to the market in order for you to survive the markets. Okay, you guys, I'm here for you. You ask me any questions you want. I'll make sure to answer them as best as I can, you guys. And that's why I'm here. All right. So remember, hit me up. Make sure to be part of the ArcMasters course. I want to be the instructor for your beginner's journey. All right, you guys, thank you so much for coming on by. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's continue the analysis here for AMC and see what we got in store for the coming days, you guys. But I will say that it does feel like we're breaking major inflection here, and there could be some further distribution in line before we get sort of a solidification for a downside. Here is the final answer that I can give you right away, okay? Let's do it like this. Everything here, we already got the upside targets that we were looking for. We couldn't get to the top ones because of the market. All good. Let's get rid of it all right now. It doesn't matter. We're not going to be hoarders here. All right? So the next thing that we want to take care of is the inflection point. Where is it? The daily time frame is already giving us that inflection point right here. Okay, when you have a parabolic run, when you have runs to the upside just like this, and you start to come down and you base yourself, and then you start making upsides, that base from the run up is your inflection. All right, let's go ahead and point that out right away so that we can see where that is. Right at the bottom side of this candle here, it's looking like a low of $4.32. So let's go ahead and mark it off right there, right? $4.32. Let's make sure that we can put a line right there, and I'll just keep it in mind right here, right? In fact, what I'm going to do is actually put an alert right at that target right there in case I'm not observing AMC at that present moment. I want to make sure that I am aware the moment that it is crossing below this right here, because that is going to tell you, guys, this is likely going to fall to lower levels, and we're probably going to see these lower levels in the coming, whatever, hour or 2 hours, whatever it is. So your inflection point, that is your critical support. You do not break the bottom side of $4.32 right here, or else you're falling into the bottom side of around 405 to support first from this gap. I'm going to show you how the play works, right? Because I am short biased. So I'm telling you that this would be the area that I would short, and I will tell you how I would go in. But of course, guys, you already know I am a different type of short seller. I will not short memes. I will not short micro caps. Right? In fact, I would short stocks that you're nowhere near, that no one knows about, right? Because of the volatility that they can present. They are very dangerous. You do not want to be in the market when you're presenting yourself with high volatility, especially short. You got to be careful, all right? So I got to say things like that because I don't want you guys to FOMO into things like that, okay? So now the bottom side of the inflection here in the after hours is this target right here from the 12-hour candle. Let me get rid of the DXY. All right, here we go. So the low end of this candle here, that's going to be $4.18, right? So that gives you now the overall range for your support inflection point. Okay, let's go ahead and mark him off, 432 to 418, and we'll go ahead and keep it on there as a no-go zone for the bulls, right? Do not risk anything long, right, at the break of this point here. That is a no-go area right here, or else price action will go and decline, all right? So I'm telling you right now, I want to make sure that everybody is listening. Do not long the market if you start breaking this area of 418. That is going to get you some negative price action, and you're going to drop here very, very fast. So let me give you the direction of that path. Here it goes. Notice the gap right in here, right? You have two different gaps: the wick bases and the opening, the closing bases of the gap. You have 407 to about 397, right? The outer bounds of the gap are from the opening of this candle green, right? That's going to be your $4.13 to the closing, to the opening basis of the red candle. So, right, that's going to be down to the area of about 384. This would be anywhere that the price can bounce. Likely, price will bounce from the wick low. Okay, so this is what we do. Let's go ahead and make the path, right? Price action comes down here. We start bouncing. We start consolidating within this area here. As soon as we consolidate enough, you're validating this resistance this whole time from the low of this red candle here. This red candle, right? So you're validating that resistance there. As soon as you validate it, you break below. You're going to break below here to bounce from that target of 407, which is right over here, right? The low of that wick, like we were talking about. You would bounce from that wick to the upside. I'm giving you what would happen, okay? I'm giving you what would happen here based on a short seller's perspective. All right, so we get that bounce from the 407. That's going to be your final and trigger area for shorts to get long. For shorts to get short, actually, at 431. So you get that 431 validation. Then this comes back down. It fills the gap. Then you have two areas of resistance. You have the area of this top side of the wick here and this wick right here. Of course, the body, no, right? So we come right back up. We validate resistance to the gap, and then we continue. And guys, it would be right around here where I see price action coming down to if the short thesis comes into play. I need you to be careful with what happens here because I am a short bias trader. I am in that notion. I have trained, guys, I didn't know what I was being trained for when I was practicing in the broader markets. My mentor was the one. The guy cared about me. I've known the guy for years and years, and he's a short bias trader. So he said, I think you would be really talented in the markets, kid. Let me go ahead and teach you how to trade the financial markets. I had no idea what a stock even was. The guy started training me short. So I was trained short. Guys, it was only after him that I started realizing that, oh shit, there is an upside to the market too. And I thought I was going up this whole way. No, I was training downside. So I'm giving you my training right now, despite the fact that you have short sellers already trying to keep their shit secret. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to give it to you the way it is. I'm going to give it to you from a freaking 30-year veteran in the markets. Guys, this guy has been there for 30 years. My mentor has traded forever, and he's short bias. He trained me that way. Then now, guys, I'm a long and short bias trader, systematic and algorithmic. Okay, so just know that I'm giving you the way that he trained me so that you can see how the price action would work from a short bias trader. Show me what other trader in an influencer is giving you the short bias because he is short bias or her and is telling you honestly that that person is short biased. I get a lot of scrutiny for that shit, but I don't care because I'm here for you. I want to make sure that you understand it because I know here that there is an absolute disadvantage for the longs, and I don't believe that our capital markets were built under that narrative. I don't think that's fair, and I don't think that's cool. That's not good. If we were going to play the fair markets, if we were going to play the transparent markets, then yeah, it's all good. You know what? Then you be on your own. I'll be on my own. But no, there is a clear disadvantage here for the longs, and I want to just go ahead and display to you what that opposition could be, right? Now, let me go ahead and just go ahead and run a little bit of a poll here, right? I want to know how many of the people in here. I'm gonna type it out, right? I want you guys to answer this very, very honestly. Okay. I'm gonna type it out right now. I want you to submit your votes as soon as I put this up, okay? Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and put. I want to know if you are an Arca Bulls trading team member, okay? Let's go ahead and start the voting. Please let me know right away if you are an Arca Bulls trading team member by typing in yes or no on the poll right now. I want to know what the ratio is so that we can, guys, I really want to know this because I want to know if we have new viewers. I want to know if we have enough viewers in the market that are brand new so that we could start finessing that algorithm to getting us new viewers so we can show them the short bias. You know what I mean? It's guys, I want to make sure that you guys are safe in the broader markets. It's not fair for longs, and these longs right here are coming in with brand new accounts. They're brand new participants in the market, and they're really at a huge disadvantage. So I feel like me as a short seller and a participant of our capital markets, I owe it to my longs to know what the short thesis is. Because that's not fair. And that's not cool. That's not the way to play the fucking game. I don't agree with it. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit who says what. But I'm going to do what I do, and I'm going to say what I want, and I'm going to do it. So here we are. Guys, thank you so much. Guys, I didn't really pay attention to this, but thank you so much, guys, for your donos coming in. CoinFox saying, long team Arca, thanks for all the dedication, my brother. Dude, thank you, bro. Thank you so much. My Bob saying, I too am long Arca Bulls team. Thanks for all you do, all for the folks, right? Guys, my bros. My bro's coming in for me. Landon, my brother, thank you so much, saying you're a rock star, Arca. I'll be sending you in the email to hopefully secure a spot in your course. I definitely hope to see you in there. Landon, I want to see you in class, my buddy. I want to express to you the freaking secrets, right? Whatever they consider it. It's just I've done a lot of studying, right? And I want to kind of spew that out into new retailers. I just want you guys to be safe in the markets. That's all I really want, you guys, okay? It's a great deal of effort for me to be able to put together these courses and express to you that knowledge. It's a lot of effort, especially when I'm running a trading team, especially when I'm running a social media presence, right? I'm an influencer on Twitter, or X, right? I'm an influencer here on YouTube, and I'm also running that freaking Discord. Guys, I just feel that it's an unfair advantage for the longs, and I want to see you there participating along with me. Get trained the right way. I want to get you trained, but because it resonates with a lot of other people. I would not have the traders that I have next to me, the analysts that I have next to me, I would not have them by my side if they didn't agree with my thesis and my strategy. Guys, which, by the way, I have something here for you that might actually benefit for a big-ass upside. And I'm talking about an upside that would be completely the opposite direction of the markets, and it's very, very oddly similar to how it happened before. Guys, I am telling you that Tesla is potentially getting ready to make around a 50 to 70 point move in the coming weeks. And you're gonna tell me now, just like people told me before, right? The markets were rallying. Nvidia was going towards the upside. Meta was ripping, right? Microsoft was going up. Everything was going great, right? And I'm saying, guys, Tesla is about to fall 40 points. Oh, no. I said somewhere like 40 points without even noticing the data or anything. I just blurted it out loud. I said, guys, the Tesla's about to fall like fucking crazy. It's going to go down to the ground. And everybody's like, dude, the broader markets are ripping. What the hell you mean? Tesla's sitting at $250. You're saying that it's going to go down to 160 or 200? Yeah. Guys, I'm telling you now that while the broader markets are falling, I believe that Tesla is getting ready for a massive move towards the upside. That does not mean that you long Tesla at this exact moment. That means that you have to wait for the setups to happen, okay? But today, the first downside that we were looking for happened, okay? So what does that mean? I'm just going to go ahead and show you here exactly what I mean. For those of you who are holding AMC, for those of you who are holding GME, I want you to see the potentials and the strength of the market through other assets, right? Because this is the way we do it. Yes, AMC exists. Yes, GME exists. Yes, the moon exists. I get it. But that doesn't mean we can't reach the moon together some way else. Guys, I said it last time. Coin, go ahead, speak to me, buddy.
That's the play.
Do it.
100 likes. Let's go. Run the 100 likes.
Quinn Fox is saying, run 100 likes right now, team. Let's get to 100 likes if you want to see this play, right? Go ahead. Please do me a favor, you guys.
That's right.
Please do me a favor. Make sure to just minimize your window right now. It would do me a great service, right, if you can just hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to push on the Arca Bulls team forward, onward and forward, right? Or onward and upward. So that we can make sure to get more retailers in here and we can express to them a real way of trading, right? You guys trading the institutional way, trading a great discretion, trading data, trading stats, trading the right way, you guys. Please make sure, hit that like button right away and we'll be able to take a look at more and more of these tickers, right? While we observe our long holds with AMC and GME, because that's why we're in the markets, right? Of course, we're here for market equality. We're here for the movement. We need to make sure that we can also become disciplined traders and consistent traders outside of our moon bags, right? Don't let them take advantage of you, because I'm going to show you exactly how they can take advantage of you, right, you guys? So make sure to squeeze that like button right now, guys. Get that thing up to 100 likes. I want to go ahead and give you this play immediately right here, guys. I'm very excited to show you this, all right? The last time that I put this thesis up, and I'm not even going to lie to you guys, this was a very dangerous time for me, because I said while the markets were rallying just a few months ago, while the markets were rallying, I was telling everybody, even on video, publicly released, that there would be a complete decline on that ticker of Tesla. And guys, if I ever put out a shill video, oh my goodness, if there's real money behind making sure to shut people up from saying that Tesla's going to go down, it's sitting there. Whomever is doing that, yes, it's sitting at that area right there, guys. And I'm just going to go ahead and show you here. I'm just going to go ahead and show you here exactly when I was posting this. Take a look. Take a look at this, right? I'm going to just share with you the screen on my posts right here, right? Take a look, right? Right here. Here's the screen. Let me share it here with you, right? Take a look at this. The bear thesis begins 4 months ago. Guys, 4 months ago, we were trading right here. Bears are lurking, right? I was saying that the bears are lurking 4 months ago, followed by the next video that I said the bears are on. I was warning everybody that Tesla was about to fall 40 points without me backtesting it. When I backtested it, we were noticing that this had a potential to fall almost 100 points from $250 using this strategy that I'm about to show you right now on Tesla, again, except this time for the upside. Now, when I was posting these videos down here, guys, when I was posting these, that the bears are on, the bears are lurking. Right here, I'm saying Tesla, bears are closer. I'm giving everybody the biggest signals like, hey, I'm watching. This thing's about to take a shit. It's gonna fall. And then right here, I just give you the massive volatility signal at 90% that the signal triggered and Tesla was declining so fucking fast, I couldn't even keep track of it. But guess what the Arca Bull stream did? We longed puts up and fucking down that entire way down, and we were able to make some of the biggest gains that anyone had seen in the markets using this system that you're looking at right before your eyes called the footprint model. Guys, we absolutely nailed that play. Now, I'm coming up to you for the inversion. The markets are completely dropping right now, and I'm saying, just like I did before, the markets were going up, and I'm saying that Tesla was going to fall. Well, right now, the markets are dropping, and I'm telling you that Tesla is probably going to rip faces towards the upside massively. So let's go ahead and take a look at the signals now. Thank you so much for hitting that like button, you guys. Really appreciate you for smashing that up. I love you. Thank you so much for coming on by, you guys. So remember, we're going to take a look at GME here right after we do the Tesla play because I'm excited. I'm super excited to put this out to the world. I'm going to be recording a video. I'm going to put out an official thread of analysis on this because it deserves a huge look for everyone in the broader markets, you guys, because if there's going to be a ticker to face more upside other than NVIDIA, it's going to be Tesla. All right, you guys, so take a look at this. Volatility read by my volatility index right here, right? This is critical contraction down here of volatility. This is critical expansion. Remember, what this represents is the disbursement of returns. This is the transactions rate, right? The frequency of transaction, it increases when it's going up. It does not mean that price action is going up, though. This is direction neutral, all right? So as this goes to the upside, this means that more transactions are coming in, selling and buying, both short and long of whatever magnitude you want. It's just increasing in rate. What you use to validate your direction of your direction bias is your stochastic momentum indicator. Pair your stochastics with your volatility and linear, and you'll be able to determine what that direction is. I backtested here on the bi-daily time frame every single time that has happened. Right, so that is telling us here that we're about to get with 68%, 68.57% probabilities. 24 out of those 35 tickers have been proven. 24 out of these 35 iterations have been proven that we're getting that upside, and that gives us a 68.57% probability that we're going to get that ripper. Right, so that gives us an average upside thrust, a mean of 21.25% with a standard deviation of 19.74%. Okay, you guys, I already calculated for you the upper bounds and lower bounds of the first, second, and third standard deviation to nail those targets, just like I did from $250 down to 160. I'm about to do it from 180 to fucking 200 and whatever else this thing is going to go to. Let's get it again. Let's rip the upside on this now, because now we're not bearish Tesla, we're bullish Tesla. All right, you guys, so let's take a look at this. The plotted targets on the way up are going to be these ones, right? Let's just go ahead and take a look at that. First of all, the signal fired at the very low down here. On April 22nd, that signal fired. That was the break of volatility towards an upside right here with the volatility, with the stochastic momentum upside, right? So we got that upside already, only though, to the standard deviation, the average upside thrust, and the upper bound of the first standard deviation. We still have to realize the upper bound of the second and the upper bound of the third. That's why I'm here. I'm here to display to you what those targets are going to be. The upper bound of the second standard deviation. Where are we going, Arca? Let's go ahead and hear those numbers. We're sitting at 173.74 right now. That target leads to a target of 224.99. The upper bound of the third standard deviation is right up here. Give it to us, Arca. Let's get it. 253.66 is where I think Tesla is running to from $170. Mark this as the first time I'm giving you the warning that this is rallying to the upside in some way, shape, or form. I don't know the details of the fundamentals. You tell me. You give me the story. But statistics are showing that there's a massive behavior for an upside tick here that's gonna, and guess what? Not a lot of people know this, but tonight I'm gonna be running the daily back test. That's the buy daily, right? What we're looking at here. Where is it? Here. This is the buy daily critical contraction to expansion. I'm about to run the stats on the daily. Why? Because the daily time frame is about to fire off. The moment that we have volatility upside of that 15%, the moment that we have this moving average above 15%, look at what stochastics are doing right now on the daily upside. I'm about to gather further details as to where this asset can run based on a daily time frame that's about to fire off. The buy daily time frame fired off all the way back here. So guess what I'm about to do with a daily time frame. Guys, there is an opportunity coming up. Make sure to be a part of the team. I want to see you there. You guys. All right. So I know that I have a few people in here that are, oh yeah, you know what? That's part of the stats, right? Let's go ahead and see how many of those of you have already input your vote. I need you to put your vote in right now. And, we're going to take a look at AMC GME again. But please put your vote in right now. Are you an Arca Bulls trading team member or not, right? So I'm going to go ahead and give this another 5 minutes. Let me know. I want to know how many people are in here, okay, you guys? So, yes. Okay. Go ahead, buddy. Hold on. I have you muted now. Go ahead and speak to me. Guys, hold on just a second. Jay, my brother, they just reminded me right now that you sent me a super chat, my bro. Thank you so much, dude. Of course, I got you, my brother. Let's go ahead and take a look at MMAT for my bro, Jay. He actually left us a very, very kind donation. I absolutely got you, my bro. Thank you for your service, dude. Thank you for your participation, for your retention, right? For your viewership here. We absolutely appreciate it, guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at MMAT. I know that we had a play here long, and I actually do think that I may have it right in here somewhere too, so I can display to you what that play was, right? Let me see if I have it right in here. Yes, I do. Perfect. So let's go ahead and take a look at the original thread of analysis here to see what's up, right? We were expecting a potential bounce from this area here, and apparently I started hearing deep down in the grapevine, right, that there could be foul play in the asset. I can't believe that I heard that and that it actually came true. And the reason why I'm very surprised is this, guys. This formation here is one that I've been tracking for the better part of about 2 years during a transitory market, during a consolidation market, during a bear market. And I will say that this has upwards of 88% in its strike rate. The batting average on this thing is 88%, and it failed here at the break of a true test. That, to me, is incredibly suspicious, as everything was leading towards that upside, and everything was showing continuation for this ticker. So now, what I will tell you is that we're in a very, very dangerous zone for the bears. You didn't know that I was going to say that, though, right? So, yes, this is a very dangerous area for the bears. Why is that? Because you are landing right here in what's called geometrically as the golden pocket between the 0.382 Fibonacci ratio and the 0.618 golden mean lands the golden pocket. And right in here, team, is an area that you can use for potential springs or bounces towards the upside. Take a look at it right here. Bam. We faced that golden pocket, went all the way up to 377. Take a look at it right here. Bam, golden pocket jumped from the 264 all the way up to $5.23. It is an area that a lot of people, technical analysts, use for potential bounces to the upside. So let me go ahead and bring you down here to a more granular level. Let's take a look at the hourly time frame to see what we got here. It looks like we still have some further downside and contraction happening. But when you're getting downside and contraction, that means that the short thesis is starting to show a little bit of weakness here. So there could be either a moment before this falls a little bit lower, or there could be a break towards the upside. But if we are facing downside here in an hourly time frame, I will say, and I will remain here as a potential bear, and I will say that this is probably going to try to reach down to the area of about 254, where your not 382 Fibonacci ratio is located. And that is completely bullish, all right, you guys? The reason why I can tell you that that is a probability is for one reason here, okay? You guys, I'm going to show you two perspectives. This is the bear. I'm going to give you the bull thesis too, okay? This right here is a right-angled triangle, okay? So when you're facing right-angled triangles like this, that means that price action essentially converges within this area. When it reaches 65 to 75% to the apex of that triangle, you're going to get a breakdown. When this formation is being built during a downside, that means that this is a continuation formation for the downside, okay? So let me make sure that you can see these lines here. I'm going to make them visible for you so that you can observe exactly what we have, right? So let's go ahead and make them a little bit thicker and make them also solid lines, right? Like this one down here. Let's do the same thing for that, and we'll express here more of that opinion, right? Here we go. All right, so this is that formation. Three targets per formation. 65% to the break of the to the apex is right here. Take that's the speculation target, right? So make sure to take that target, apply it to the bottom side there at the break. You're looking at a potential first target of 264. Okay, the second and third targets. How do you acquire that? Well, take a trend line from the center of the triangle, from the very top, right, from the hypotenuse here, down to the base, the horizontal line, and then take that trend line, apply it at the bottom side. That is going to give you a target of about $2.61. Now, the third target to get here is the largest one. It's from the rear end of the triangle, hypotenuse top, to the very bottom of the to the very bottom here of the horizontal line. Get that bottom side by applying it like this. This is your bottom target here of about $2.49. The RSI on an hourly time frame is starting to cross below its SMA 14. The moment it starts to cross below it, but I mean, notice here that we're consolidating in it. That means that we're very likely converging right now. Now, let me give you another perspective here. What if we're not riding that? What if we're riding a falling wedge? Well, let's take a look at the probabilities for that too. It would be something like this. This is your falling wedge formation. You're getting a series of lower highs and lower lows converging in price as well. This here is a bullish formation. This is where it's a little tricky. I want to make sure that you understand every aspect of this before you make your decision to risk on or risk off this asset, okay? I really mean that, okay? Just please be sure to make a conscious decision here, because this is going to be really tough. All right, let's go ahead and just make a very obvious borderline here, right? There you go. This is your falling wedge, and this is, because this is the bull thesis right here, and this one in here is the bear thesis. You have two different strategies happening at once, okay? Do not ignore them. Here is the thing that I can tell you. There is a little bit of shifting here because the 65% to this asset, or to this triangle is located about here. Now, why would that be important to me? Because we're talking about 65% of the bear thesis all the way over here. So that means that the bulls may get there first. So I am already feeling like I am bullish the market here. If this is our breakout, let's go ahead and measure the targets towards the upside, just in that same manner that I showed you before, right? Make sure to pay attention, use these tricks, make sure to use them while you practice as well. All right, this is your first take profit target, 305. The second target to realize here will be, of course, the center of the formation, which arguably is around here. Let's go ahead and take that line, right? Apply it to the supposed area of breakout that's taking you to a top of around 315, 314, and of course we got the rear end of the triangle back here. All right, you guys, this is the final target that I'm looking at for the immediate short term. You're looking at a top of around 337 if the bulls take advantage of their play first. All right, you guys, now you know the upside, you know the downside thesis, you know my personal bias. Okay, so I'm thinking that the bulls are going to take control here. Okay, now let's just say that price action did kind of break down here. Price action would break down, and I don't think we would meet this target here, but I think that the bears may get their mid target and create a bear trap. The bulls would essentially take this as the demand zone and rip it at 75% to the apex instead of the 65% back here. It would be somewhere around here. So make sure to practice the financial markets the right way. But yes, we do have two potential plays right here. One being the bear thesis and one being the bull thesis. Okay, you guys? So I'm going to go ahead and display them to you in two different colors here just so that you can refer back to this and make sure to practice the right way. Okay, you guys? So here you go. Let me just make sure that I can get that fill inside. Some way, shape, or form. Let's get it. Come on. Here you go. The background, we're going to make it red here, right? With a yellow border so that when we refer back to this, we'll know what's going on. We're not going to be lost as all hell, right? There you go. So these are the two different plays happening right now. Bears versus bulls. Whoever gets there first takes the prize, right? So in my personal opinion, the bulls are taking it. Guys, thank you so much for coming on by. I'm going to go ahead and make sure to close the voting here in just a couple minutes, but I am noticing that they are coming in. I want to know how many of you are part of the Arca Bulls trading team and how many are not. We want to know this because I need to trigger the amount of people who still need to learn from the financial markets and versus from the people who are already learning with me, which, by the way, I want to just extend a huge welcome back to those new viewers and also to the new members inside of the trading team. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming on by. All right, you guys, I absolutely love it for us to share the analysis here together. Guys, remember, now for those of you who are just watching new here, I am expecting a potential move for Tesla to the upside here, despite the fact that the broader markets are bleeding out. I have targets right now, for now, leading up to 225 all the way up to 253. For those of you who are a little curious over what I was talking about earlier, this is a completely statistically backed move. We have 35 total iterations of a historical volatility and linear versus stochastic momentum, right? This entire move here, this entire back test, the samples came in with this data set right here, 68.57 probability. 68.57% probability that we get a move of about 21.25% with upside targets on the upper bounds and lower bounds of the first, second, and third standard deviations going from 60.74% to 80.48% on a massive rip to that $253 valuation. We are sitting at 173 right now. I'm just going to go ahead and display it to you guys as the first, all right? Guys, let me have a little bit of a word here with my analyst, and let's see what kind of thoughts they're coming up for the rest of you right here. James Flowers, I love you, buddy. Thank you for that dono, guys. So let me just go ahead and have a word here with my analyst, guys, and I'll be right back. Just a quick moment. All right, James Flowers, let's go ahead and take a look at ticker symbol PEGY because that thing was ripping towards an upside today, right? Massive, massive gains to be made on that ticker. You know, one of my girls here, Danielle, she absolutely put some of those upside targets on the money. She was doing very good on that ticker, right, guys? So let's go ahead and take a look at PEGY to see what else it has in store for our continuation, right, you guys? So I'm going to take you back here to some of the targets that I was observing on the daily time frame. Why the daily time frame, you guys? Because there was quite a reason to find a slip and slide on the price action. And I will say that I spoke about the upper bound targets. We're gonna get a little bit of resistance at 2364 to 2189 at the 2.618. The next move would be to validate the support here so that we can get a continuation to the upside. First of all, the target would be right up in here at 3166. Confluent to the 3.272, and then, guys, as soon as you break above this, if we get to break into closing this gap, there is literally nothing in the way on price action from getting from that 31-cent valuation all the way up to the space between 38 and 45.42. These targets I've had here for a while now. These are not new targets. They are targets that we've been observing here. To tell you the very honest truth, my take profit today was riding from a valuation of about what? I think 15 cents on a cost basis, and I ended up releasing what was it? About a 38% gainer, 36% gainer to around 22.38 at take profit. Right? So it was a very nice move for us. We were getting a lot of volatility, right? And then we actually just pulled out of those profits and we were looking good. All right, you guys, so let's look at the post market now and see what it's looking like. Okay, guys, when you print a 12-hour inside bar like this, that usually means that there is some downside to kind of pay attention to. If we're going to get that downside, is going to be by technical terms, but I will say one thing. It feels like this thing is running on outside terms, right? It's not running on technicals too much. It's more running on sentiment, right? So I will say that there is a reason for price action not to fall using an inside red bar. And what could that reason be? Well, let's go ahead and give you the essence of raw price action here for you to determine why. When you have a strong candle like this, and you have two wicks on each opposing side, creating a gap in between, that is called a fair value gap. That is called a price imbalance. Usually, price imbalances use their top sides or their bottom sides as resistances or supports. In this case, if price action dropped into this area here, there is there is more than a 60% probability that you will get a bounce from the 20 cents opposing the other side of it at 16 cents. So the stats they're not 50-50, they're 60%, but there is a probability here for it to go into that direction, okay? If it does fall, that means that people are panicking and they're taking profits right away, so you will be looking at a target of around that 16-cent zone. But guys, I will say this. If it bounces here from the 20 cents, this top here of the 28 is probably going to get knocked out super hard, and this thing is going to continue rallying into the targets that I just spoke about, right? Up to that 45 cents. But what I'm really looking for is the resistance of this top end here, but there's a space in that valuation. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give you the absolute top, but the bottom side of that zone as well. Okay, so that bottom side of that zone is located none other than the 4 spot 236, located very near that 4 spot 618. So I do think that we have room to ride all the way to 55 to around 76 cents. I personally would keep risk out of the 60-cent zone. If we start reaching here, the 55, 56, get the hell out of the market when you're at 59, right? Get out of there. You don't want to stick around. You don't want to stick around to see if it moons all the way up there, guys. But you can get out of this area, get the pullback, load up again at this gap here at 44 cents, then rip this thing towards the upside. And I will tell you that there are massive areas to get some price action for your benefits, right? Right up in here, you're looking at resistance at a resistance zone of about $1.27 down to about 109 at the resistance top of this area here. I do think that it can reach numbers that big. Okay, but I want you to be careful how you trade this because it's sitting at 24 cents. At any moment, somebody could take profit on this. Okay, at any moment, somebody could take their massive bag from 4 cents and just exit the market, right? That usually happens at around the 80 to 90 cent zone. What's up, baby? I love you. You hear that? Come here. Say hi to the team. Say, I love you. Yeah, that was my little guy right here, guys. That is, yeah, we're going to go, come here. We're going to go over to grandma tomorrow. Okay, say, I love you, gorilla. Say it. I love you, gorilla. That is my little guy sitting right next to me, team. That is my pride and joy. That is the reason why I trade. That is the reason why I yell at you. That is the reason why I want you to trade the financial markets the right way, is because I want us to all succeed for our families, right? And you just heard one of those. I'm very private about those things, you guys, but I'm not afraid to show his little voice here to you guys to show you that I'm not in some freaking huge penthouse office, right? I'm not living that huge, that Ferrari Lambo life, guys, no, I'm a normal dad. I'm here at home at a studio, right, and presenting to you my ideas behind the financial markets, right? That's all I want to do for you here. Stupid Bitcoin saying future trader. Everybody calls him Tiny Arca, man. He's I hope he follows in the footsteps. You know, I certainly hope he does. But and I also hope he doesn't follow in my footsteps in music, right? Because that's such a dark world. But I love it, guys. Thank you so much for coming on by. Please do me a favor, hit that like button. It looks like we've already surpassed that 100 point. And let's go ahead and take a look at the voting poll right now, because there have been a massive 122 votes in right now. So I'm going to give you just a few seconds left to close that final vote on the poll, right? I want to know how many of you are in here that are part of the Arca Bulls trading team and how many of you that are not, right? Just in case you are curious of what I'm talking about, please do me a favor and you know what? I don't have that. I got it in here somewhere. I'm going to share with you the link so that you can join the Arca Bulls trading team. Okay, you guys, make sure to come by. We're trading the financial markets together, day in and day out. Let's go ahead and trade together so that we can support each other on that top end. All right, here is your invitation right now. Please go ahead and hit that link right away and we will be chilling. All right, you guys. So guys, you know what, I think I had an idea here for GME, because we never actually got to see it, right? So let's just go ahead and take a look at it. Remember, it's outside of the control from GME in specific, right? We have a little bit of pressure towards that downside because of whatever the broader markets. I gotta show you this, okay, you guys. This is known as a dead cat bounce. Okay, it is post hours, it is in the after hours, I get it, right? But it does have continuation to the downside. So Seb, I hope you watch Peggy, buddy. I just put out the analysis about 5 minutes ago here. So let's go.
Okay, can you hear me?
Coin, I can hear you, buddy. Go ahead. And do you want me to mute you or what?
No. One of the guys paid for a super chat for MMAT, so why don't you knock him out?
I got it, buddy. Already done.
Yeah.
We got MMAT done for that was for Jay.
Yeah, we already did that.
Yeah, we got Jay. We took care of him right away. Yeah, today. And
sorry.
And we already took care of James Flowers for his request for PEGY.
All right, cool. Sorry about that.
No. Yeah, thank you, brother.
If anybody else has anything, now's the time to speak up. But you speak up with a super chat. Your donation, any dollar amount for your portfolio. Invest in your future.
That is it, you guys. Hi, baby. Hold on just a sec, you guys. Let's see what the little guy is telling me right now. Okay. All right. We're back. He's chilling. Go ahead, buddy. Take a seat there next to me. All right. So, guys, in GME, there is presently a dead cat bounce happening right now, right? So that usually happens when you get price to reject a lower end here and it bounces towards the top and it starts trickling off, right? So this is a potential dead cat bounce. The price target for that is has an objective of $17.69. Go ahead, baby. All right. So if it does have that downside, let's go ahead and validate the continuation. Well, 10-minute time frame. Yeah. 10-minute time frame, RSI is making a cross below its SMA 14. The area that it's sitting in, first of all, this red area is your bear strength percentile. This is your bull strength. This in here is your bull weakness. This is your bear weakness. Now, every junction in between has a gravitational point. 2% up, 2% down of any of the junctions. Okay, notice in here that you are well within the inside junction of the gravitational zone. We're likely getting pulled to the downside. Does anybody have the price for GME at the current moment? I hope that it's not already at freaking 1769, but somebody go ahead and show. Oh, you know what? I think AMC was the one that we couldn't see, right? I think GME is the one where we could see. Let's take a look at that right now. Guy, take a seat. I got you, buddy. You want to get up here?
1863.
It is sitting at 1863 presently. We're at 1824 at the close of the post hours. Here you go, buddy. I'll put you up. There you go, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm just getting a little distracted by the little man himself, right? He just needs daddy's help trying to get up this chair right next to him. Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go, buddy. I still gotta be a dad, you guys. I still gotta be a normal dude up in here. Just like anybody else, man. I'm trying my best, right? So, yeah, guys, we're in the gravitational zone for a continuation to the downside. We're sitting at around that 1863. If that really means that, that means that we're coming back to test the resistance of the SMA 14 on a 10-minute time frame, and we're likely to continue to the downside here into the wee hours of the night, right? I think we actually may open up at the same valuation tomorrow that we closed at today. In the, let's see, actually, what was the daily close? Click that daily close, man. Come on. 1832 was the daily close. Wow. Volatility really kind of spiked down there. Yeah, completely in contraction right now. 1824 was the post hours close. There you go, baby. Right? So, yeah, you guys, I think that we open up at the same valuation tomorrow. If we get that other valuation of a higher gap up, then there could be a pullback from that gap up down to the area that where we're sitting now. Okay, I want you to be careful. Do not get fooled if this continues to the upside in some way, shape, or form. If it continues to the upside, it's probably just going to be for technical reasons, all right? It's not going to be for a reason that's going to be like, okay, well, the markets are done selling off and we're good to go. We already saw the correlation between DXY and GME and AMC. The markets are bleeding right now. We're going to experience some hardship here. All right. So I want you to be careful with your risk. I want you to keep an eye over what's happening there, because guys, if you're not with me in the trading team, I can't really be here. Right. So, Landon, my brother, giving me a very nice dono here to take a look at GWAV. That was another ticker that we were observing yesterday. I do believe that it has potential, brother. Let's go ahead and take a look at it right now. Here it is. Still in my notes. And, okay, you know what? First of all, I want to know if this thing is correlated on a daily time frame to the broader market. So let's run a correlation coefficient first on GWAV and see what's up, right? So let's run correlation coefficient, right? Let's take a look at the reaction against the SPY and see how correlated it is on those upper time frames. Okay, so it is growing in correlation presently, right? I want you to take a look at this here, right? This is the SPY ticker, or the coefficient reader between the relationship between GWAV and the SPY. So let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. It's increasing in its correlation, but it's still in negative values. Let's see the weekly. Okay, we're safe-ish. Oh. Okay, guys, we have actually some pretty high numbers in the immediate short-term time frame, so that means that the broader market is affecting this in some way. Okay, so that means that GWAV, we look at it compared to the SPY as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the SPY right now and compare GWAV against that and see how much oh man. Okay, SPY 4-hour time frame inside bar. This damn. Okay, there is a resistance coming up, a support coming up in this area right in here for the SPY, 522.46 to 523.57. If we continue to capitulate further, let me see right now. The daily ATR is 471. Yeah. I do think that we have a further. We're gonna test an inflection point here, guys. This is gonna get a little dangerous here. All right, the targets are 515.01 to 518.22 as soon as we start converting this upper bound target, 522.46 to 523.57 as a resistance. This is gonna lead GWAV to a slightly lower price action here. Let's go ahead and find. Okay, we're running let's see, a 4-cent daily ATR. Did we get it today though? Let's see. 12.8. Damn, yes, actually. Oh man, guys, I have a feeling that GWAV is coming back down to test this area here. Damn. Okay. Heads up on GWAV, as it does have some broader market pressure. This is probably coming down to the space between 499 and 555. And there looks to be there's also a bearish formation here. You have a head and shoulders formation as well. Let's get the psychological targets on this too. That's your neckline down there. Apply your trend line from the center of the head. And this is giving us a target of about 466. Let's extend it. There we go. This is our total range here. 466 to about 555 is the area that I'm observing the pullback here. Let's see the 30-minute time frame moving averages. Let me go up to a 4-hour. Let me see if we have anything rhyming in there, even in the immediate short term. What about your daily time frame? Do we have anything there? Nothing there just yet, but wow. Okay, guys. There's actually a lot of correlation here. There's going to be short-term bounces, right? To validate your continuation to the downside, there's going to be a short-term bounce from this area here, 655 to about 699. 655 to 699. 655, yeah. 699, that'll give you a very short-term bounce. It's going to validate resistances at that 716, then it'll come down to this area here. Please be careful. I am seeing price action here as very bearish. And on the 12-hour time frame, you're already kind of falling below. You're already kind of falling below the moving averages here. Oh, dude. Guys, yeah, this is dangerous. This is dangerous, okay? I know you got an SMA 50 at around 774. That'll give you barely any room. There's a fair value gap right over here. The resistance is confluent to the daily low or to the day's low today, right? Or to the 12-hour low right around here. It is confluent at the top end of that. That's why we're bouncing right now. Yeah, but this that fair value gap is likely to get filled. And it's the bottom side is very much the SMA 50 confluent to the bottom side of the fair value right here. That's your bounce. That's going to be your, 771 to the 840. Then falls into this area of 701 to 655. Bounce to validate SMA 50 at resistance. Then your overall daily ATR low, 466 to 555. Okay, that's currently what I'm seeing. Paul Orr giving us a valuation of AMC currently at $4.62. That is, that's crazy. Damn. All right, so Manga, what is up with you, man? Thank you so much for your dono. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And yes, let's go ahead and take a look at that ticker ATOS for my bro. Dude, good to see you here, my man. Very good to see you here. I want to take a look at it. Let's see. I'm going to duplicate this one right here, and let's look at ticker symbol ATOS, my bro. Dude, I really appreciate it, you guys. Really appreciate it, man. All right, so let's look at the daily time frame here on ATOS. Let's get rid of the moving averages and see what's up just on raw price action and see what it's looking at, right? So you were saying it was at 139. It's at 145 right now. Okay, so traditional market close was 146, and yeah. No, oh, my bro, thank you so much, dude. You're the best. And just winding down for the day, right? That's good to hear. That's very good to hear. All right, so let's observe the very obvious things first. Let me get the daily time frame in line here. Wow, look at that. Okay. Why is this running? First of all, does this have a good? Is it because of earnings? Two earnings beats on this earnings beat actually came down to a decline, and this one is trying to, I don't know what the hell that is, but it looks like it does look like a falling wedge within a falling wedge. So you have two potential falling wedges practicing against each other in some way, shape, or form, right? Let me see how this is actually working. I want to pull it back down to the 4-hour time frame and really have some connections in here. I want to see if it does correlate the right way, because if it's not that, then you actually have a pennant, and it does have a breaking bottom, right? So just like this here is your potential formation. In fact, I am going to validate that this would be more than likely the formation that we're facing here, right, during this convergence period. Just like that there. Let me go ahead and zoom in just a little bit so that you're able to see kind of what I'm observing from my end. Let's get really granular here and make sure that we can get some of these bottoms called. Let's see. Yep, it's actually these tops right here. Now, from the bottom end, I actually don't like what I'm seeing by connecting the convergence. Okay, the reason why, okay, this is the formation, but it's about to invalidate, and that means that there could be a further downside on this. Okay, I see the regression here. I see the regression top right between this point, and the future point down here. But statistically speaking, when you start realizing these formations at around 90% to the apex, they fail or they continue to consolidate. So now the bull thesis is entirely gone from this, and we have to observe what other way price action is trying to behave here. Okay, so if that's really the case here, let's see what it is. Oh man, I really hope that's not the case, guys. If this thing starts to, you know what? I have to pull this up into greater time frames, like bigger time frames. Let's get rid of the drawings here, and I want to know in a bigger time frame what this is. There we go. It's starting to show color, right? As you start going into the weekly, the bi-weekly time frames, you start to see what this actually is starting to look like. It does look like an upper time frame pennant, but it does have the shape of a bull flag as well, especially when you're looking at it from a monthly time frame. Let me see volume. Decreasing volume on a monthly with 7 days to go. This is potentially building a bull flag, and we still have lower targets to realize. I believe this can come down. This has the power. I'm going to validate this, okay? This has the power to come down to the areas of about 128 to 136. Okay? But I will tell you this. This formation here on a monthly time frame, huge bullish formation. This is only the beginning and the break of inflection here. The reason why it's pulling back is because we just broke above this critical resistance. I'm talking about a multi-year resistance here, right? This is why it's pulling back. We need to validate this support here before we can continue on to the upside. We got to be very careful. Leo Line saying, I recently found your channel. I love your videos. Thanks for the information. Always educational. My bro, thank you so much for coming on by. I appreciate you, man. And dude, Sebastian Lim, you guys, thank you so much for your donos. My bros, come on. I love you, buddy. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take a look at ONMD. Look at the 24-hour chart. I think it's headed towards a $4 tomorrow. Let's go. Guys, Sebastian Lim is one of my analysts, and he's very kind to show me, show me his love here. I really appreciate it, buddy. But yes, he's usually pretty dead on with his targets. So let's go ahead and take a look at ONMD just after ATOS. And my brother DJ, another analyst that we have inside of the Arca Bulls trading team, saying late to the party. Hope everyone's having a great day. Join the Discord fam. Best investment you will ever make. My bro DJ, thank you so much. I can't even tell you guys how much I appreciate everybody here. But yes, guys, so if we're looking at this structurally from a standpoint of candle formation, this is hugely bullish and usually leads to a 100% retrace, right? So yeah, I do think that this has further upside, and I do think that the base to this bull flag has been built. Okay, so let's speculate here. Remember, we're on a monthly time frame here, but I'm assuming here you're going to want to hold this a little bit long, right? So the valuation for this target for now, for the formation, for now could be around 434, located literally at the top area of, let me put the line here for you. Bam. Look at all those candles right here. Let me point them out. Right there. Right there. Right there. Woo! My goodness. And if there's even one more we didn't see, right? Right there. Look at the confluence on all of that. those candles there are specifically reaching those targets. Not even to mention that this candle here is opening directly on that target right there. Opening valuation of this candle is literally all of these candles right here. And that's where this formation is telling us that this can go to. Another way to observe this formation here is a cup and handle, right? This is your distribution into reaccumulation for a further upside. I did say that this has a potential 100% retracement. Let's go ahead and measure the potentials of that bullish formation, the cup and handle here, right? It could be located somewhere like this. This is your cup, and this is going to be your handle right in here somewhere, right? We'll get that handle, and then we'll pop to the upside. Let's evaluate the potentials of that topside target using the cup and handle, which would be something like this here. We would be looking at a topside target of around $5.90. We still need to know more information here in order for us to validate that, but that gives us room now. All right, let's draw in our range. That's very cool, very cool. Here we go, 430 to about 586. Let's take a fib here. Let's retrace it and see what's up. Here we go. Oh, man. The 2-spot 272 at the 50% retrace. We have a target of around almost $6. We have the 2-spot 618 at $6.22. Guys, the 2-fib completely aligned with the $4.31 that we're looking at. This is geometrically possible. Formation analysis in two different formations is telling us that we could do this. This is very good. Very good stuff. All right. Now, the continuation to the downside. Let's validate that real quick. Downside, let's see. On the hourly, that's kind of done. Upside in the 5. Here we go. The 5 and the 10 minute are completely overbought. Let me show you that. This is your upside on the 5 minute. Your 10-minute time frame is still on that upside here. We're getting overbought signals already, so that means that this is likely to face a resistance towards the top end. If this resists at the top end, I would say 10-minute retrace here has about a 1.012 cent retrace, right? So yeah, I think that if we're sitting at about 46, this has got to be 48 on top over here, 48.49. There we go. That's going to be around your resistance here. It's got to be the 48 to 49 of that tiny area of the candles. Let me show you again. Right in here. And I will say this, buddy, you got to try to be careful trading this asset. This is incredibly illiquid. Okay, if it does rally to numbers like that, you may have a hard time selling. Okay, so be careful. This is very algorithmic. This thing is just chopping around with a little algorithm right there, okay? So if it does reach top ends like that, it could be bull traps. So be careful. All right, so let's go ahead. So now you know the upper bound targets, you know the bottom area here to reaccumulate, and the top bound targets for the macro. All right, buddy, so I think it's looking pretty good for ATOS. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next ticker here, and that's going to be for my analyst, Sebastian Lim. All right, you guys. So, man, guys, I thought I was going to finish the voting here, but we got another 163. I'm sorry, no, we have a total of 163 votes. Are you an Arca Bulls Trading Team member, and are you not, right? So please go ahead and continue submitting your vote. I guess I'm just going to leave it open. Right, I want to know how many people here I need to reach out to so that we can continue showing them how the broader markets are traded. I absolutely love everybody for coming on by tonight, guys. Please make sure to keep on smashing that like button. I see this thing above 120 likes now, and I really appreciate you for coming on out. I love it. I love it. J Pong, what is up, my bro? Good to see you there, dude. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue here with the donos. My brother and Battle Arms dude is right here, Sebastian Lim, giving us the ticker ONMD. Let's take a look at it right now, my bro. LNMD. Let's see what's up. All right, so daily time frame on ONMD is just massive. Completely powering through in the after hours, right? Showing a top side of 265. Holy crap, man. Let's go. That is massive, my dude. Let's go ahead and get let's get the valuation. Let's get the targets on this, because this is also your cup and handle formation, right? So let's go ahead and pull out that potential target. This is your confluent top. Let's go ahead and take a trend line all the way down to this bottom side here and apply it to the middle top of your handle. You're looking for a target consistent to $3.18 on this. Let's validate the continuation of this 10-minute time frame showing a decline, right? But that may be short term. 15-minute time frame already getting a little sign of that decline. The 30-minute time frame is not done with the upside, neither is the hourly, and for sure not the buy. Okay, yeah, this is a very limited downside, I admit. All right, let's dude, this ticker's likely going to continue to the upside. All right. Let's see. I'm down to give you some targets. I need you to be very careful, however. Okay, your base target here.
I'm gonna say the way you're laughing right now, it just is so funny, because you know when Seb finds these things, what the fuck it means.
Yeah. I know exactly what it means, dude. So you got a bottom base here. I gotta give it to my dude, man. He knows what to look for, man. He's become. I mean, I've said it a lot, man. He's like my apprentice here, right? This little dude, except that he's 6 feet fucking 8 inches, right? He's tall as fuck. So, all right. So bottom side, you're looking at around 166 to 195. If it reaches those targets, right? We reach these targets, there is likely going to be a continuation to the upside in the coming days, and I will show you why. Okay. All right. Here's the reason. Check this out. Continuing upside, we have critical volatility, right? Take a look at the 30, look at the hourly. Upside with critical volatility. Bi-hourly time frame, upside, critical volatility. Let's look at the 3 hour, upside, critical volatility. Let's look at the 4, upside, critical, 6 hour, upside, critical, 8 hour, upside, critical, 12 hour, upside and critical, daily upside and critical, bi-daily. Guys, I'm gonna stop fucking right here, okay? Goddamn. That is Sebastian, you are nailing the next motherfucking upside on this, boy. Let's go. All right. So, dude, if we're gonna get that pullback, I really want the Arca Bulls trading team to observe this ticker in the morning. We're about to make $1 million out of this thing tomorrow, my boy. Join the Arca Bulls team today if you want to know how to play this ONMD, because my analyst Sebastian Lim just came and wowed the fuck out of me right now. So get in so you can understand how to play this ticker tomorrow. All right, you guys, I want to see you there in the Arca Bulls room on the trading floor. Come tomorrow, okay? You guys, join up right now, because I will say there is a massive play to look at here, and I've already given you one for Tesla as well. Guys, we're about to make some big cash on this ticker. I do think this has massive upside to go, but we need to play it the right way. We have some potential retracement targets, but there are further targets to the upside, okay, you guys? So I'm going to continue analyzing this with the Arca Bulls trading team. I'm going to come back with the thesis tomorrow morning, and we'll continue observing the broader markets, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and have to close the shop right in here right now, but I appreciate everybody for coming on by. Let's go ahead and close up that poll and find out how many people we have already inside of the Arca Bulls trading team. Check it out. Look at the results right down there so you can see from the viewership how many of those votes are already in, right? Did they show up? Did the stats show up? I don't see them. All right, there they are. 68% are not inside of the Arca Bulls trading team. Guys, make sure to join right away so that you can take part on these winning plays that we call out day in and day out. Make sure to come by and join the team so we could get some massive upside targets to go. Let's go. Let's go. What's up, Jay? Thank you for coming on by, my dude. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming on through. And remember one thing, guys, I'm here for you, right? I want to give you my honest opinions. And you heard my little guy right here. You heard my 4-year-old next to me. I'm just doing my thing here, you guys. I'm not some dude that you guys, I'm not that guy. A lot of people think I'm this negative dude. I'm not that at all. Okay, you guys, I'm here for you. I want to support you. I want to make sure to keep giving this free information out, these free, like, sort of like lectures on every live stream, right? I want to do them for you. All right, make sure to hit that like button on the way out so that we can make sure to practice the financial markets the right way. All right, you guys, and I love you, I love you, I love you. Peace, and let's get the hell out of the markets, right? Take a break for tonight, guys. Take a break and rest. Have some time with your family. Let's do it. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Never, never, ever, never, never. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well. A very, very good rest of your night and or day. And I will catch you at the fucking bell tomorrow. Let's go! Fuck yeah!